What is ascension? At this time in human history, ascension means to move from a third dimensional density consciousness to an expanded fifth dimensional consciousness. In this new consciousness, one's spiritual awareness is also expanded and the world will appear different in many ways. It can be likened to the process of moving from darkness to light. It is a powerful experience and can turn someone inside out and their life upside down. But this is a good thing, even if the actual experience of the ascension process can bring about some challenges along the way if one is not spiritually prepared. You may most likely be familiar with several terms such as light worker, higher self, and the concept of spiritual development itself. You may have been preparing for these times for most of your life and not even know it. You are getting closer to realizing your life purpose, and it is time to complete your mission on Earth, the reason why you came here to begin with. You may not be quite sure of where you're going or what you should do just yet. You have been receiving strong signals for some time now, and your higher self has brought you to this point. Many people begin to experience the 11:11 and other synchronicities around this time as a sort of wake-up call. You may have already formed a view of what ascension is or is not. Your heart will guide you and tell you if this is right for you or not. Ascension is the final step that will lead you out of a limited and third-dimensional consciousness into the world of 5D reality, which is a dimension of ascended consciousness where the so-called golden age awaits. Crossing this threshold does require a proverbial leap of faith that great prophets and spiritual writers have talked about for centuries. Once you commit yourself on the path of ascension, there's no turning back. As you begin to move forward into the ascension process, the dense world of 3D conflicts will hold less and less appeal for you. It does not matter what path you took that allowed you to arrive here at this point in time. You may have had a very difficult life experience up until this point. Life may have taken you up and down and to and from many different paths before bringing you to this place where your only choice is to ascend or not to ascend. You already know what your higher self and your heart have to say about the different dimensions of experience you have encountered thus far. Maybe it took you a long time to believe that your inner voice had your best interests in mind. Your lower self or ego would certainly have worked hard at dissuading you away from this expanded awareness. But it's time to put a lid on that ego voice, for it has nothing to offer you but more of the grief or fear that you have already been through. It's time to let go and move on to something bigger and better. Ascension essentially means moving from a current base of awareness about yourself and the world to a higher level that offers greater possibilities for growth and expansion. Ascending from a third dimensional consciousness to a fifth dimensional consciousness means that you will finally connect with your soul and align with your life purpose. Within the 5D consciousness, one's life purpose becomes much more clear, and the universe itself will work with you to support it. Every ascension experience can be unique because it is such a personal experience, but the journey will be the same for anyone who chooses to carry on this journey. The ascension process does require your full participation in order to reap the benefits. Knowing that you have earned your way into the fifth dimensional consciousness will give you a powerful sense of accomplishment that cannot be challenged by those living in the third dimension. Your heart will be at peace, and you will know at the deepest level that you are finally home.